it feels so cold inside my heart tonight. Be my man is what she said. It's not just the wind that's moving around tonight, but quick and clean don't make it right.
If you were coming along the track that we just came along, I was having a look up the gully and I noticed something. And if you saw this, you'd think that they were doing some sort of mining here. All this dirt here has been taken out right across to that height, so 4 or 5 foot on that side, right across here, straight through there in a substantial patch with a wheelbarrow and shovel, pick and shovel. And they've taken it out for one reason. Right, mate, switch the camera off and we'll go up here and I'll show you. But have a look at this hard work that you've got to do for a start. Right, mate?
Huge. Where are we, Glenn?
Mate, we're right in the gully, and if you look behind us, you'll see that it's a big, steep gully. And the reason that
All the blackberries.
The reason that dirt was taken out is they wanted to build a dam across. So that's one bank of the dam over there. This is the other bank here. They would have had the pipe down below us. So they had to dig all that dirt out, bring it across here, and build the dam all the way across, and then rely on this little winter stream to catch the rain. And then all this would have been full of water. They would have had thousands of gallons of water at their disposal. They're controlling here with a pipe, and they would wash down below us. So when you consider the scope of work they did, just with hand tools, to build this big dam wall, and it's quite a substantial height. Yeah. It's hard to capture on the height on the film, but look how high this is. I'm way up here. These blokes have carted the dirt, built it both sides, had to consolidate it, and on that side as well, simply to block the water. And that's how important water was. They needed they wanted the water to work it, so they put in all this effort to build the infrastructure so they could use the water and control it further down below us. We're going in the opposite direction, but when you see these feats of engineering and you know what little tools they had, they were men of bloody steel. Yeah, and I walked down the gully. We got a little bit of gold each, a couple of relics. When we got back to the car, we had to lay on the ground for half an hour to have a spell. So
I think this was our longest lunch, Glenn. It was like over an hour.
In my head, I had this plan that an hour here, an hour there. It hasn't worked out that way, but I like this old style. I like what the men did. I take my hats off to them. You know, to be so ballsy as to dig big things like this on the hope of getting gold. You know, great effort. Thumbs up, boys.
Well done, guys.
Yeah, pity you didn't pass those genes on to Ant and I.
We're just after the scraps.
Still, we had a lovely lunch.
It was beautiful, wasn't it?
Right, mate, back to the car.
Let's do it. Onwards.
It's the last spot for the day. It was going to be our second spot for the day, but we were slow coming out of the gully, and then we met a bloke who wanted to talk gold. So we had a good chat to him. Now this was a shallow lead, and it was simply a gully that had been filled up by water and stone, like an old creek bed, and then it was covered over with later ground, and then it was opened up again. So they took all the surface off and worked it down. It was a shallow lead, so they took it 10 or 12 feet off. So behind Ant is where we're going, but on the edges of the lead, they sunk potholes like this to see the width of it. And this is what I was talking about last time. Don't be afraid to get out and have a look and detect these collars. And up across here, over here is a water race. That's a water race that's part of the claim. So keep your eye out when you're moving across the water races, because there'll be a place where there'll be gravel on the sides of the race. This lead's been a good lead for Detectors. When I first came in here, I reckon I was the first bloke in here because there was gold just sitting up. But those days are long gone. So we're going to have to move logs and scratch stones back and try and squeeze another little bit of gold out between now and knock off time out.
Yep.
Righto, mate, spread out.
Let's do it. Good luck.
Good luck, fella.
3 minutes in. Ben's landed his first signal.
Yeah, but I can't stop laughing because I was just saying how cold it was and Ants just told me to harden up. Right, there's a few stones here that caught my eye, and there's plenty of signals. And I'd say there's a little hut here, got a signal here.
Non-ferrous signal?
Non-ferrous signal, sounds all right too, mate.
Yeah, sounds just like that piece of lead that I found before.
Yeah, but
No doubt yours will be a coin.
let's see what it is. Be nice to start the new spot with something worth having.
Would, wouldn't it?
I've either scraped him out or he's in the side there.
Yeah.
There he is.
You can see him?
You see him.
Oh no,
It's,
not a coin.
well, no, it's not a coin. It's something that's...
Is that a shotgun shell?
No, it's not a shotgun shell. It's a big brass rivet
Oh yeah, now I see it.
that's holding together two pieces of steel. So
Yep. Bugger!
So that bit, maybe even a lead rivet actually, with a, I reckon that bit is brass.
Yep.
No, copper, look, see,
Copper,
little
yeah,
pink.
Yep.
Yeah, mate, wasn't what it was supposed to be.
Bugger. Sounded good.
It did sound good. I was very optimistic for
Yeah.
it. And you can see why you'd think it was going to be a coin before you dug him.
Yeah.
Well,
Well,
mate,
onwards.
I was going to have it, but it's my own fault for being clever. Well, thumbs down, mate.
Thumbs down.
Oh, mate's got a signal here. He's on the mullock that came out of that shaft there. He scrambled up on top. Tell us what happened after that, mate.
I had a little signal, a little faint one, and I've taken a few inches off, and it's getting better. It's getting better. Give you a listen.
Sounds really good. The only thing that would knock it for me is there's not much to carry it, is there? It's like it's only sort of siltstone and clay. That's the thing that worries me. That maybe it came off the bottom what they were looking for.
Yeah.
We'll
That's
soon
what I'm looking
see.
for. Just a piece that they've missed, or it could be a little bit of specie, maybe just stuck to another rock or something.
Yeah,
Hopefully. See. To go wider.
yeah, I think so too. We're in an area that used to give up gold pretty frequently, but it's been pretty tight. I haven't been out here for a fair while, but we've hopped back to, because we just wanted a bit of a wander. It's a good, even if it's not gold, it's been a good find by Ant, because he got up on top of the mullock and had a look around. You sort of got to get up on all the ridges and that, be careful, but get up high. Sometimes when you go along a gully, you'll be in the gully and there'll be a patch of ground, what they call a point, will be left in the centre, and you'll go either side of it. That's it, is it, mate?
I think that's going to be it.
And you've got to get up on the point and see what it is. There it is.
Just a rust nugget.
Yeah, mate. Yeah, so even though it's not gold, my man got right up here, found a signal that if there's been 1,000 blokes in here with 1,000 detectors, they didn't find it. So hopefully between now and knock off, we'll turn one of these signals into gold.
Fingers crossed.
Righto, mate.
On to the next one.
Yep.
What do you got for us, Glenn?
Well, quite often we find a pile of stones and describe it as a hut. Or if we find a pile of stones that high, we say what a great chimney it is.
Yeah.
Have a look at this one here. Isn't this a slasher?
Jeez.
This is a bloke that obviously knew what he was doing,
What a...
and he was building a home. He wasn't mucking around. He wasn't going to look at the brickwork that's gone into it.
Stonemason.
Yeah, well, this area that we're in the general area, it's got a big Swiss Italian influence. And this sort of makes you think it's probably part of that, because it's really been built to here. It's outlasted the bloke that built it probably 150 years.
Yeah.
But he started with these big base stones, he just built it up.
Mm-hmm.
This is where he's getting to where it's narrowed and he's used the smaller stones, but he hasn't skimped, he hasn't said, oh, that near enough's good enough, you know.
Yep.
He's bloody laid them all, overlapped them,
Yeah. Picked his
picked them
stones.
with clay, and if we go around the front to what would have been inside the hut, look how square this is.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Unbelievable.
This man is a plumb bob man. This is a bloke that used a plumb bob to bloody to build his chimney. He didn't just say that looks square. That face there, you know, if you were using bricks, you wouldn't have done a much better job, let alone stone and clay that you picked up out of the bush and brought here.
Yep.
Look at the corners.
Yeah.
That's a bloody ripper, you know.
It's a work of art, isn't it? Look at
So we're standing in the fireplace now, 6 foot before it starts to narrow.
that. Yep.
You know, so he's in here. This is his fireplace. This is where he's obviously burnt, and a pretty big chimney too. So
Yeah.
when he started to narrow it off, he had to come up a fair bit higher to get the draft, you know, to get the draw, because
Yep.
with it being so wide, if he just come up here and ended, it wouldn't draw properly. There'd be smoke all in the hut. So he's built it up and then narrowed it up there like that, so it's probably been as high as that.
Yeah.
He would have been smart enough to know that
Yeah.
to get it to draw properly, it's got to be higher than the roof. You see that in modern day houses now.
Yeah.
The chimney on the old houses always had to be higher than the highest part of the roof. So whichever way the wind came, it carried away the smoke. Nowadays, in some of the modern houses, there'll be one peak over here, house over here with a pipe only that high or this high out of the roof. When the wind's in the wrong quarter, it's not drawing properly. This bloke, God rest his soul, we've looked at the gold, but he must have put in a week or more just to build this
Surely
chimney.
more.
Yeah, just to build this.
Yep.
So good on you, mate.
Yep. Well done.
That's one for the bloody photo album.
Yeah. Very nice, man.
Righto, Ant. I'll have a little scout around here.
Yeah.
Try and get a bit of gold, but that's a find. That's
Yeah,
great. That's
that's
really,
great.
really good. Brad, two thumbs up,
thumbs up.
mate.
Almost home time, Glenn.
I'll be buggered. Is it?
Almost.
Yeah. Have a quick go.
Quick go here and see what we can come up with.
Right. Chimney there. Probably 8 feet away. Man here. Detector there. Hole. What have we got, mate?
Black glass, bit of porcelain, and
And
da coin.
are we thinking English halfpenny?
I reckon it's an English halfpenny. It's pretty cooked, but
Oh no, I reckon it'll turn up all right.
yeah,
I reckon you'll get a day out of it, no worries.
reckon.
Oh shit, yeah.
Hopefully.
What about a bit of licky licky?
Yeah. I'm not inclined to put these things in my mouth, but I'll
Aren't
put
ya?
a bit of spit. Bit of spit shine.
Yeah, just to see if we can see what it is.
Yeah.
Well, that was a quick result.
Yeah, well, it was my first decent target that yep, 1879,
Perfect.
halfpenny.
So obviously English, because
English, yeah.
Australian didn't start till 1910.
Yep, it's actually not bad.
I
You're
didn't
right,
think it
Glenn.
was,
Yeah, it's actually going to clean up really nice.
yeah.
Still got the patina on it and all. Guess that's why it was so green.
Yeah.
Is it in focus?
Not really, no. You want to take your camera and have a crack?
Yep. I'll have a crack. Oh,
Right, mate. Well, you go up to where I was and I'll stay here. And have a look.
look at that, guys. 1879. Now we can see it. Out of my way. Still, I just gave it a bit of a spit shine, but you can see there, right there, 1879. Happy
Well, that'll look
days.
good. Bit of gold and a coin.
Yep. And look good in the wrap up for sure. Yeah, Jemadale. See what else you can get here. Yeah.
Righto, Ant. I picked this up, and back in the day, nowadays if you get hit over the head with a stubby, you can probably walk away with it. If you got hit over the head with this,
It's a solid bit of
yeah,
glass.
it's some thick glass.
Yeah.
And nowadays they make the modern bottles so thin because of the
Yeah.
cost.
Yep.
But that didn't factor into it. Great big, what would be a mermaid's nipple in there, the big push up. So I'll sit him in there. He'll add to the atmosphere. Now, I've come to actually film you. You've got a good signal. Show me what you've got, mate.
Let's check it out.
Oh yeah, so I look through this side.
Yes. Good work.
Oh yeah.
Alright, we thought we'd do this one as a live dig because the other one turned out alright.
Yeah, the other one turned out well. We were thinking we were having a bit of a dry day, and yet we've had 2 bits of gold.
Oh gosh.
That belt buckle, which Anne found out something interesting about it, it's had something on the front of it, and then it's been lost off it. So that's why it was so plain. It's had some sort of emblem on the front of it.
Yeah, it's a bugger. Still up there.
So I'm thrilled with this chimney. Between that big dam we saw and the work that went into that and this chimney,
Yeah.
that's nearly enough for me for the day. But I've got a signal tucked away up there too, just as
Yeah?
you called out. I found a good one as well.
Okay, that's great.
So after this, hopefully this turns into something. We'll go up and film mine as well. It's a nice little relic spot. It's a great spot to be. There's a lady who's been asking me for Goldfields relics to paint. She's an artist, and I reckon it wouldn't be a bad spot to start here because she's she's not a young woman, so you can't say, oh, you've got one that you've got to walk 2 miles back in the scrub for, especially if she's going to be setting up her easel and painting it 5 days in a row. But
Yeah.
this would be a great spot, I reckon. It looks
I reckon it's out.
right out, mate. Our mate got feeling the cold before, but I told him I told him to harden up.
I was cursing I didn't bring my jumper. And now I'm sweating with excitement. Maybe it's not okay.
Put the coil around it, mate, to see what we've got.
It's just so...
Yeah,
I think
so
it's
many
many
signals that once you shift it out of its hole, you get it on top of the other one. I'm getting down for that. Artistic shot, also so I can lay down my elbows. When we walked out of the other gully at lunchtime, I picked out a little spot to have a nap, but Ant wouldn't let me. Ant said no. We'd share the duties. I thought I'd have a nap before lunch. And
We've been on coffee duties.
yeah. Which one do you reckon it is, mate? Or you've got no idea?
Might have to kill the film, Glenn, and we'll come back to it once we get it
Right, mate.
Well, unfortunately it wasn't as good as we thought it was. Just that big nail. Oh well, onwards. Glenn, what have we got here?
Well, I dug up this bottle, which I think might have been an alley bottle, a soda bottle. Now, like people that follow us, some of you will be
perfectly right there.
rightio. Some of you will be likely to do research. See if you can find out what that looks like. KCB and
4105.
4105. What those initials are, what company they were.
That's awesome.
It's a nice bottle. This was another one that was in the same hole.
Anything on the bottom?
No, not much on that. You can see the air bubbles in it. Like it's obviously an old bottle.
Handmade.
Wow. I don't think it's just same there too. You can see the air bubbles going up through it.
Cool.
So, but yeah, if you're interested, that one. First person to get it right, there'll be a little bit of gold in it for you.
Hey. Heard it from the man himself.
Righto. Let's go.
I'm going to find it before we get home, Glenn.
Not open to employees or members of family of the Victorian gold hunters.
Another one, Glenn.
Another one, Ant. Also an interesting one. The trademark on the bottom. Is that?
Can't. Oh, it looks like an E actually.
Yeah, I think it's an E. How's
E
it now?
E and 3 dots at the top.
and the two sort of like the cross like the axle of a wheel or something.
Yeah, that's a good picture there.
Right, there's another one. Same conditions apply.
Alright, Glenn, let's do some detectors. What do you got, Glenn?
Well, it's my last find for the day, Ant. It's a handmade tool. I suspect for splitting stone or something like that. I don't know whether it's been broken there or that's just the impact point, you know, where they've been hammering
Like
it
a
on.
chisel type.
Yeah, like a chisel, so working on stone, or maybe even cutting shingles or something like that. But there it is there. When you're out here and you find this chimney, that's where it'll be. Up there if you're looking for it. Right, mate, we'll head to the car. Thumbs up.
Home time.
Home time. Right, mate, end of the day. We've had a checkered day. We've had a look at a few good things.
Yeah.
We started off, we had a few heartbreaks. Remember those couple of signals you dug that didn't turn into gold?
Yeah.
Then we turned it around, we got a little bit.
Yep.
And then we went for we'd done some work, and then we went for a wander, and then Ant bloody plucked a bit out out of one of the drains, and he wasn't expecting it to be gold. Didn't film it.
Not at all.
Got a double thrill because it was gold and wasn't expecting it to be gold. We shifted camp. Between shifting camps, we met a bloke that I knew, so we had to have a bit of a chin wag. And I thought that something was wrong with Ant's car because it kept going like like that. Ant wanted to move on, so we eventually moved on. We came into another gully. We poked around. We didn't get any gold. Dug a few signals. Then we found a slashing chimney.
Yeah, it's a
and
ripper.
there was
Absolute ripper chimney.
plenty of signals around it, like plenty of signals around it.
I don't think it's ever been detected.
No, I don't either. And Ant plucked a coin out, which was great. So Ant's had a pretty good day.
And you got your buckle too.
And my buckle.
And very good day. And a couple of buttons, Glenn.
Yeah, when Ant cleaned up the buckle that I said was plain, it was indeed plain, but it's got two little holes in it. One there and one there. And we believe that's had something in there, like pinned on. So some sort of symbol, which is a shame that it wasn't still on there.
Yeah, that's a button.
Ant's buckle's got this button that we didn't know what it was when we found it out the bush, this sort of silvery one. On that side, it's hard to tell, but it's got a flower motif on there. That was another button that I found early on. A couple of buttons that Ant found.
Get your finger out of the way for a second.
Sorry, mate.
There we go. Here's the flower. That looks good.
And it's halfpenny.
Yep, 1879.
The chimney itself was great. The dam was great.
Yeah.
So that's our relics in gold. Oh, we left a few things. That thing that it was like a chisel, a handmade chisel for splitting stone or splitting shingles or whatever that was for. The bottoms of the bottle. I'm thinking about that. The first person that can name those two trademarks, one and one. Two little tiny bits of gold up for offer. Ant's the judge. Do not contact me. Ant's the judge. Ant will decide who's won it, who was the first person to comment, and if you've got any problems, talk to him.
Thanks, Glenn. Put it on me.
Lee Sayers.
Lee Sayers.
Now, Lee Sayers comments a lot, and I had it in my mind he was some young bloke that lived over at Clunes. But Lee is in fact a girl, and or a woman, and I should have been quicker off the mark because my wife Tracy was Tracy Lee. So Lee, I'm much more interested in you now than you, woman. No, I'm not. It's the same deal. But
I appreciate
Lee,
you, Lee.
we appreciate your
lots
comments.
Lots of comments, Lee. You deserved a shout out ages ago.
Yeah, that's right. I don't know why you missed out, and you missed out on the ladies as well. So
cheers, Lee.
Thumbs up, Lee. A lady called Robin that comments a lot.
Yes,
good on you, Robin.
Cheers.
So, Ant, switch your scales on.
Yep, let's do the weigh in.
We'll have a weigh in.
Oh, lovely kookaburra.
Right.
Alrighty.
This is Ant's first bit.
Yep. 0.25.
I'll slip him off for a sec.
Quarter of a gram.
This is the bit I got.
0.62. 0.62.
Oh yeah, so 62 and 25 is 87?
Yep, 89.
89, right.
Well, you know.
Yeah,
it
yeah,
probably
on
is
the scales,
87,
yeah.
but yeah, it jumped up to 89, so.
Right, so
0.9. It's a good day, Glenn.
a couple of bits of gold, a coin, buttons, a relic, which was a belt buckle, various relics, ends of bottles, sights, smells, scenes, animals, parrots, birds. We've had a good day, mate, and a good feed as well.
Thank you very
Right,
much.
thumbs up. Till next time, mate.
Always a pleasure, buddy. Somebody said, what do we do? We went
We're
in.
going to go in for the,
Into
the thumbs
the
up,
thumbs up.
and then we shook hands. Yeah.
That's great.
That was Richard Porter. Yeah.
Cheers, Richard.
Good on you, Richard. Right,
Alright,
good health.
see you
Till
guys.
next time, mate.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Bye.